Hello YouTube, Kaitlyn here, and are you a good listener? What? I've always considered myself a good listener, but it's a really great compliment when someone actually tells you that you are one. A new friend I made at VidCon told me I was. Hey Steven, but how do you know if you are, and how do you become a good listener if you're not? And why is it even important? Well, first of all, being a good listener is important because we as a society value people who listen, empathize, and engage with us. It'll help you make friends, get jobs, and earn you respect in life. I once had a boyfriend in middle school who would only talk about himself and wouldn't let me get a word in. I mean, it was 24/7 basketball games and sports stats, and when I would try to enter the conversation with my own anecdote, I would get shut down. That's annoying, isn't it? I can tell you that relationship did not last very long. So let's look at some steps to become a good listener instead. Number 1, actually listen. Shouldn't that go without saying? Yes, but many people don't know how to properly listen. It's more than just letting words hit your ears. You actually have to process what they're saying. So try visualizing what they're talking about, like it's a story. Number 2, ask questions. This will help you clarify and expand on whatever they're talking about. If you don't understand it, ask what it is. They'll be more than happy to explain it to you. Number 3, make eye contact. This one is super important, right? Making eye contact shows that you are super engaged with whatever they're talking about. Plus, when you're not looking and you're playing with your phone or with the radio or whatever, the person that's talking can feel like you're not paying attention. You might actually be listening, but the lack of eye contact is sending out all these "he doesn't care" signals. Number 4, give feedback or your own anecdotes. Now, this isn't just waiting for a breaking point so that you can jump in with all kinds of unrelated stuff. That's being a selfish listener. When you reply, make sure that it is something that furthers the conversation. Maybe they're talking about some of their problems, and instead of talking about your own problems, you could talk about what you might do in the situation, or what has worked for them already, or what you know other people have done that's worked. This gives you more topics for discussion. And if you do have a story to tell, make sure that it somehow relates back to what they were talking about, or at least explain how what they were talking about reminded you of this. Number 5, be a polite interrupter. If you do have to interrupt them for something, try to remember where they left off and then remind them of that place when you get back to talking. Don't you hate when you get interrupted and then the other person uses that as an opportunity to completely derail the topic of discussion? Getting back to whatever they were talking about is the polite and good listener thing to do. And finally, know that being a good listener doesn't mean that you never talk. As you can see from all these steps, it actually involves a lot of talking, but it's actively engaged talking and responding and throwing back and forth ideas, not just talking at someone. I can promise you that this will earn you respect from friends and colleagues and future employers. It's a skill you want to learn as early as possible and apply everywhere in your life. Even your mom will like you better. So what do you think? Are you a good listener? Do you want to become one? Tell me down in the comments. Plus remember to like, favorite, share, and subscribe if this video made you smile. See you guys next Thursday.